Get the latest Zacks research, analysis, and rankings on exchange-traded funds in Exploring ETFs. Well, now that we're officially in the second half of 2013, we thought it might be good to look back to the first half just one more time to kind of highlight for you the best performing ETFs of the first half of the year. Here to do that with me is Eric Dutrem, our ETF strategist at Zacks.com. And you've really put together a pretty impressive presentation here, lad.
I hope so.
Financials been pretty big winners so far this year.
Exactly. We've seen some impressive strength here in this space, especially over the last month or so, kind of with this steeper yield curve. And just some strong earnings projections for this space. It's really making the sector outperform in the near term, and it actually could set up some good news for this sector going into the second half of the year as well.
So what's the top ETF in that space?
Right now we're seeing IAI. It's an iShares ETF, and it focuses on brokers and asset managers. So you got your Charles Schwabs of the world, CME, CBOE, these kind of companies. And this fund is actually up over 30% in the first half of the year. And then we've also seen some other ETFs in this space also do really well in the first half, especially in the insurance space. KBWI, PowerShares ETF, that one's also up about 30% on the year. So some pretty broad strength, especially when compared to the S&P 500's return of about 14% in the same time period.
Okay, biotech's another top performer?
Exactly. Biotechs have been really strong thanks to some M&A activity as of late. And a lot of biotechs have strong portfolios of drugs. And this is something that a lot of pharmaceutical companies are going to want in these coming months. And that's really making these stocks pretty strong. So we've seen some strong performances here, and once again, this could continue in the second half of the year.
Okay, and so what are the top performers?
Well, we got BBH, a market vectors ETF, and this one's up about 34% so far this year. This is a cap-weighted product, so Biogen, Amgen, these kind of companies make up about 10% each of the portfolio. Some of the other ETFs in this space that have also been doing well, just slightly less impressive. We got IBB, FBT, and PBE. All these are up about 30% on the year as well.
So the top performing sector is clean energy. What does that mean?
Oh, well, you got your solar power.
Is that as opposed to dirty energy?
Yeah, I guess dirty or more traditional fuel like oil, coal.
Oh.
And in this space, we got your solar power. And also includes some clean tech companies, sort of like Tesla Motors, which has been a huge market darling, obviously, so far this year. And then other companies that are sort of, tangentially related to the space, like CREE, symbol CREE, which makes, better technology trying to improve energy efficiency in a variety of products. And this space has been really beaten down in 2012, but 2013 has been a real resurgence for this space. And this could also continue thanks to some new political interjections here by Obama, try and add some more flavor to this sector. So
right.
Could be some more good times ahead for this space too.
So, and are those that you mentioned the rundown of the top performers in that space?
Well, those are actually some of the top components in the top ETF, which is QCLN, a First Trust ETF, and this one's actually up about 55% so far this year.
All right.
And then two of the top other performers in this space are KWT and TAN. And both of these are solar-focused ETFs, and these are both, once again, added about 30% on the year.
So how does all of this stack up against the S&P 500?
Well, if you consider the three main ETFs I look at, and you look at this 6-month chart here, we can see that all three, granted they've been a lot more volatile, they've pretty much crushed the S&P 500, which is that bottom line on the chart right there. And obviously, QCLN has really crushed even the biotechs and the broker-dealers. So it's really been the top performer so far this year.
Crushed to a fine powder.
Exactly.
Do you own any of the ones that you rattled off?
I do own PBE in the clean energy space.
Okay, well, thanks for that. Look forward to maybe doing this again with you at the end of the year and see how things have maybe changed or stayed the same. In the meantime, you can check out other ETF stories in the ETF section of Zacks.com. If you're not there already, just go to the homepage, scroll down until you get to the module that says ETFs, and there's generally some stories in there that have live links. Take you right to that section. With Eric, I'm Terry Ruffalo.